Hello, my name is Jason Kimbrell. I'm the Chief Executive Officer for HCA Florida Palms West Hospital. I was born in Houston, Texas. My dad was a welder with an 8th grade education and married to my mom that was very young. We relocated to the Panhandle of Florida where I grew up and went to school and all the way through high school, and I actually ended up going in the United States military, Air Force, right out of high school. Matter of fact, I actually didn't even graduate high school. I had to take my last class after they allowed me to walk across the stage and receive my diploma, but I had to go back another semester at a vocational school just to be able to get the graduating credits. And so following that, I went into the United States Air Force, where I served proudly 4 years and stationed at Eglin Air Force Base right there in the Panhandle of Florida. And that was really where I got my start. I learned discipline, I learned loyalty and respect, and a renewed pride in the country for which I was proudly serving. Following the military, I was a firefighter paramedic, and when I got out of the military, I worked as a paramedic and on an ambulance, just like you see going up and down the road every single day. I was in the back of the ambulance caring for patients, and I loved every bit of it. During that period of time, I wanted to be the best that I possibly could be. It didn't really matter if I was prior to getting out of high school. It didn't matter if I was cleaning horse stalls or working at Hardee's. I tried to be the best that I possibly could be. And as a paramedic, I did not want those tones to go off and arrive to a scene and not show up my very best. So I went through and really tried to work hard to get as much certifications and education as possible, and that equipped me to where I can be a critical care flight paramedic for a trauma center out of Pensacola. So I was a paramedic on a helicopter, going to scenes and the worst of the worst. I was on the helicopter landing on the scenes and caring for patients at their very worst. And it was the CEO at that hospital that inspired me to do what I wanted to do, which is be a CEO of a hospital. As a paramedic, I was making a difference one patient at a time, but really my goal was to, how do I inspire others to want to be more and become more and truly make a difference in the lives of those that serve. And so I went on and completed my education. I've got a bachelor's degree in molecular biology. I did a year of organic synthesis research at the university, which is kind of hard to believe when I barely graduated high school and had to go to a vocational school just to be able to get my diploma, but it really comes down to having the drive and determination to dream big. And I wanted to overcome the odds. I was statistically not supposed to make it from parents got divorced young, and I wasn't supposed to be able to get these types of degrees, but I worked hard at it, and I didn't let obstacles get in the way. I continued on my education and got a master's degree, which is 2 more years past your bachelor's degree, and I got a degree which allowed me to sit in a position like a CEO, and that education got me better. Just like I mentioned earlier, every job I was at, I tried to be the best I possibly could be, and I enjoyed what came out of academics, and so I continued on my education to where I'm currently in school now at the University of Alabama at Birmingham, to where I'll receive my doctoral degree next year, which again is mind-blowing when you think about how I almost didn't make it, but I contributed not so much to the fact that I've got the intelligence to to have a doctoral degree, because at the end of the day, I really don't think I'm overly smarter than anyone else, but it comes down to those mentors in my life that inspired me to really go that extra mile to equip myself and invest in myself, so in turn I could be in a position to help others. Being a CEO is very, very tough job. It's both emotionally and physically. There's a lot that goes along with that. I tell people all the time that I'm a husband first, been married this year will be 24 years married. I've got 3 kids, and I'm a father. I'm a husband first and a father second, and then an executive. Without having that balance, nothing else is important. And so my personal energy and what comes from being around my family and friends allows me to come into work every single day, coming in my very best. I strongly believe that if you have the drive and determination to dream big, you can accomplish anything you want in life. Academically, colleges, there are so many resources and so many grants available for anyone to be able to reach high and get a degree and equip themselves professionally to be able to have a new life for themselves. Just like the Leroy Jefferson Medical Society, what an awesome resource. What a gift to those out there that have the determination to sit down and understand what type of an amazing resource that is to open up opportunities for you down the road. So I encourage you to show up your very best every single time. If you get knocked down, get back up. Life's not easy, but the journey's worthwhile, and understand that if you put everything into it, you're going to make a difference. Thank you.